LeBron the other night when he was on stage with his wife and his 2 sons and his dog. That's your greatest flex, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't never, you can never say anything bad about that. You know?
Yeah.
Nothing. Then you turn around and tell me that you're changing your jersey back to 23. Now I gotta talk to you different. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not talking to LeBron the man anymore. I'm talking to LeBron the player. Okay?
Wait, break that whole thing down. I missed that.
I don't even know what I was just saying.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say is that I was just trying to switch the subject, but he's changing his number.
I was like, wait.
No, but that was also a good metaphor. It's like, don't live in the past. Just, keep going forward.
Well, the only reason I don't think LeBron should be switching his number back to 23 is because I think 23 should be retired all across the league.
Well, he said did it in honor of Bill Russell, 6.
You said what?
He said, I guess he was trying to do that for 6 for Bill Russell.
Well,
who
6
just
should have been
died.
retired too.
So both of them should be off the
Yes,
table.
there's some numbers that should be retired across the league, bro. Bill Russell, number 6, should be retired across the league.
I don't know.
You gotta stop, Alex.
Generational thing.
But
Generational
he
thing.
can read.
No, but I mean, like...
you don't read basketball.
I said, no, I can't. I'm Puerto Rican.
Fuck you.
He said, no, I can't.
I don't know. I just don't believe in retiring numbers because it's like, just let somebody carve out their own thing. Like, some people say LeBron's better than Jordan. So it's like...
Those people are on drugs.
That's true. But I'm saying, I don't know.
I don't think
just
you can
keep all numbers in there.
I don't think you can carve out... I think you make it harder to continue to carve out your own legacy when people still think you're chasing Michael Jordan.
That's true. So it's on that person to not pick a number that has that much clout attached to it.
Yes.
But at the same time, you keep retiring numbers. Now it's like, damn, who's worth being retired? Because you're gonna put Bill Russell, you're gonna put Jordan. What about the Magics? What about all the other players that are great?
I think you have to elevate the game of basketball in order to get your number retired. Not to be a great player.
I mean, that's...
Bill Russell, I think, elevated the game of basketball. Michael Jordan elevated the game of basketball.
I think a lot of people would say that about different players. It's really
it's not too many. It's a short list. To me, it's a short list of people who actually elevated the game of basketball, who took the league to another level. Larry Bird would be in that conversation, I think. I think what Larry and Magic did together changed basketball. What Michael Jordan did changed basketball. What Steph Curry has done revolutionized the game of basketball. No, because Kobe's Michael Jordan.
What about LeBron? See, like, I think a lot of people would say LeBron does.
But he should have had his own number. He should have had 7. You know? Like, he should have took God. That's God's number.
Yeah.
What's a God to a king, you know?
Yeah.
Michael's the God. Bron is the king. If you want to be a God, you should have took the God number.
Facts.
That's just my personal opinion. All right, Taylor. Damn.
Damn.
I mean, she's
Bossing
producing.
people around.
Damn.
Thank you, Taylor.
Shit, Taylor.
That's exactly what... Thank you, Taylor.
Hezzy,
Let's do it, baby.
you got church announcements?
I do.
Yes.
Long Island. COVID canceled a show of ours, so I said I'm coming back to the Paramount, man. We're recording this on a Tuesday. We posted a show up at the Paramount right there. You guys went crazy. This is awesome, amazing. We've added 3 more shows. So right now, I'm telling you, we're at 4. We're gonna keep on adding shows as long as you keep buying them. TheAndrewSchultz.com for tickets. If the pre-sale is still on while this is coming out, the pre-sale code is Andrew. You get it from my website. Also, if you couldn't get tickets to the Toronto shows, we're adding Windsor, Ontario, and we're adding Niagara Falls. Those are both drivable, so make sure you go get those tickets. Tickets are up for pre-sale right now. Pre-sale code is Andrew, TheAndrewSchultz.com. Make sure you go grab those. And Europe, thank you for selling out the shows. We're trying to look into adding another one in Manchester. I'll keep you posted on that one. And still some tickets left for Dublin, so make sure you go get those. TheAndrewSchultz.com. Thank you guys so much. The Life Tour begins.
Word. I got a few church announcements. Thank you to everybody who constantly continues to support the Black Effect. We got a few new podcasts that we launched. Of course, the It's Up There podcast with Looney. Make sure you subscribe to that. Also, my man Damon John. Yes, Damon John from Shark Tank. He has a podcast on the Black Effect called That Moment. Really dope podcast. He sits down with different people from different industries and they talk about that moment where they knew, you know, they had something.
Oh, that's fire.
You know what I mean? So, you know, Damon is a great...
great premise.
Yeah, great conversation. He's a great conversationalist, and he's a person who's had a few that moments in his life, so he knows what he's talking about. Also, make sure you go out there and grab Invisible Generals. That is the book from my man Doug Melville. It is the next release coming out on Black Privilege Publishing. It tells the amazing true story of America's first black generals, Benjamin O. Davis Sr. and Jr., a father and son who helped integrate the American military and create the famous Tuskegee Airmen, man. So if you like stories about hidden figures, make sure you go out there and pre-order Invisible Generals by my man Doug Melville. It'll be out November. I can't remember the exact date, but it's available for pre-order right now, but it'll be out in November. And I gotta salute my guy, Kevin Hart. You know, we have our company, SBH Productions, at Audible. This week, we are dropping another Audible original. Finding Tamika was our first. Summer of '85 was our second. This week, we're dropping our first audio scripted comedy. You know, some Finding Tamika was a documentary. Some of '85 was more documentary style. This is actual sitcom style, and it is Unleashed for Love, starring my good sister, Alicia Renee. Ooh. That's right. Salute to Alicia Renee, written by Sarita Wesley. It stars Pretty V. It stars Logan Browning from Dear White People. It stars Lamorne Morris from The New Girl. It stars Jasmine Guy, that's right, the OG Jasmine Guy, Kadeem Hardison, Nina Parker is on there, Jess Hilarious is on there, Naeem Lynn, Portia Williams, Giselle Bryant, Rome Green, Greg Reed, great cast. It will be available this Thursday, July 20th. If you're listening to this on a Thursday, it's available today on Audible. Go check it out. Tell me what you think. Make sure you leave a rating on Audible, man. I'm very interested to see how this one will be received because, you know, Alicia is a longtime friend of mine. Used to be my neighbor when we all lived in Hackensack, New Jersey, in Prospect Towers. Me and Alicia Renee and Roxy. Man, those were the good old simple days.
106 and Park?
106 and Park, yeah. We used to go to church together. We used to, speaking of cable television, I had cable. Alicia did not, but Alicia had the food.
She brought food?
Yeah, it's before my wife moved up here, so Alicia would bring down some food and we'd watch True Blood on Sundays or whatever the poppin' HBO show was on Sundays at that time, we would watch. At that, it was really True Blood around that time. So salute to Alicia, man.
And you were driving into the city to do Breakfast Club?
Driving into the city to do Breakfast Club. Yeah, because I moved back here in 2010. And when I moved back here in 2010, my wife and my daughter didn't move back for another year. And I moved to Prospect Towers. And then we all lived in Prospect Towers. I lived there for a few years, and Alicia moved to LA. And then we eventually started renting a house. We rented a house. I had an apartment, and then we rented a house. Then after I rented a house, I bought a house. But yeah, I'm proud of Unleashed, man. Unleashed with Love, out on this July 20th. Now, let's